How's it going, gamers? We're in round 3 of Swiss Stage 2, and this is a tragic one. We've got Goldmoist versus WraxiusGaming. Both players are 0 wins, 2 losses. So the loser of this set is out of the tournament completely. Goldmoist has appeared in a couple of videos already, so has Wraxius. These fellas have been fighting valiantly, but who's going to remain and who's going to unfortunately be eliminated? Goldmoist off to a great start with a Thunderbolt against the Metagross, but Metagross manages to salvage it by trading. Pretty neutral situation. We have Starmie in from Wraxius, pivoting out to Moltres, a common pivot against Metagross. And Moltres is always in a great position after switching in on a Metagross. Gets a crucial burn on this Moltres. Wraxius establishing a pretty firm advantage here, but wow! A surprise crunch. Wraxius assumed it was a physical tar crippled by burn. That's a pretty unsafe switch, actually. It could easily be a you don't know the tar set, but I would have been caught off guard by that myself, to be honest. I feel like if I was Goldmoist, I might just go to a Blissey or something, but that's not what happened. This DD Salamence looks fairly well positioned, but Suicune will be able to live a hidden Ice Beam, representing Ice Beam by switching straight in. There's Ice Beam, of course. And it's a Magneton on WraxiusGaming's side. That makes sense alongside the Metagross and the... Excuse me, we have a Vileplume on the field named Gambling 2. Okay, what does Vileplume do? This is surely... You know what? My question has just been answered. It used aromatherapy. I was about to say this is a worse Venusaur, but Venusaur does not have aromatherapy. There's the niche, folks. There it is. Goldmoist is teaching me new things. What can be said? Gen 3 is evolving before my eyes. But there's no way Vileplume is actually viable. I think it has 0 stats. I mean, I don't know. Maybe we're in a Vileplume meta. Goldmoist is ahead so far. Goes for a Roar. Interesting. And that Moltres appears to be faster, but can't KO with Flamethrower quite yet. Magneton getting low. Magneton not too useful in the matchup either. Wow, dodged a Toxic, and Vileplume did cure this thing's burn. It's probably Crunch Pursuit, Fire Blast, and then it could be Ice Beam. Often it's a Brick Break or Focus Punch to hit Bliss though. So no Ice Beam because it didn't click it there, or was just afraid of taking an Earthquake. Gonna invite back in the Magneton. Is Suicune gonna go for a Surf here to finish this off? It might be slower is the risk. Gonna just go back to the safe Vileplume switch, of course. Immune to Toxic, resistant to Electric. It's genius. It's amazing. And we get a free Leech. Vileplume serving its purpose well, honestly. It's walling the Magneton and getting free progress with Leech Seed. Tyranitar's now in position to hit a big crunch. Moltres just clicked Roar, which is weird. Just wanted to get Tar out of there, I suppose. Maybe playing around a Pursuit. Wow, surprise crit on the Suicune. That's lovely for Wraxius. Now, DD Salamence is a lot scarier. Suicune was checking Salamence this entire time. But now, that has changed. And an Endure Mag is pretty powerful here. I don't think it can quite KO Zapdos though. Without magnet damage. Oh, you're going to actually go to Vileplume. I suppose that's smart. Magneton could have HP Ice on this set. Sometimes they run HP Ice just for superior coverage, and unfortunate full para. Doesn't look like it has HP Ice. Probably HP Grass then if it's not even using HP Fire either. And a crit as well. Okay, Goldmoist. I got to admit that you're getting a bit unlucky here. HP Grass, I assume there. That sucks. You just took way too much damage on the Vileplume. I think Vileplume had run its course anyway. It's weak to literally everything remaining, so that doesn't actually matter too much, all things considered. That matters, though. That's a mash miss. We hate that. Oh. I think you should actually just mash again there. I mean, there's no real downside. Tar can't one-hit you. You're a full health Metagross. Protecting doesn't gain you anything here. And it's just been taken advantage of by Wraxius to get Moltres back in. A mash would have done like 30-ish to Moltres. Entry point for Zapdos, though. You are slower. And the fact that you're slower probably means you have significant bulk, so that's fine. I think this was a great use of Zapdos. It's hard to use Zapdos elsewhere. I hope you clicked Raw. Yes, correct play. We love that. And this is a good opportunity to get Tyranitar in. Metagross works too. It should live in EQ. Hopefully Mash connects. Uh-huh. And you're going up to Sand. Are we gaming? Gonna... That KOs. Oh. Metagross not quite bulky enough. And... It's actually Crunch EQ Tyranitar. I love that set. And a critical! No! Goldmoist! You would have got a... You would have got a Vileplume victory, and Vileplume did well here. Vileplume got snubbed as far as I'm concerned. That's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. Alright, what do you got for game 2? Well played to Wraxius, but you got to admit that was unfortunate for Goldmoist. Vileplume actually did so well. And a great turn 1 for Metacam. Luring in this Starmie, doing respectable damage with a resisted Brick Break. Even against what looks to be a defensive Starmie with Thunder Wave. Is Starmie going to risk a Thunderbolt or something? No, it goes to Celebi safely. I like that. It's playing it safe. No need to risk the Starmie. Gonna Baton Pass back to Starmie. Goldmoist now confident that Blissey does not have Thunderbolt based on the Seismic Toss T-Wave revealed. It would be very unlikely, of course. Starmie can safely recover spam in Blissey's face. Get back to full health. This is, I think, the way you should play this. There it is, the full para. That's eventually going to happen. Blissey not going to threaten Starmie very much, so you can just safely go for that. Goes for another T-Wave. Does this Celebi have Leech Seed on it? Hasn't been revealed so far. Is Baton Pass? Leech Seed, could be Swords Dance Recover. Could be Carmine Pass. Or could just be Baton Pass for the purpose of pivoting with no boosts. Could be Sub Pass as well. I'm just listing off potential options, folks. There's many paths. There's many realities. We're in a stalemate-y situation. This Starmie and Blissey just kind of wall each other. And not much occurring, to be quite honest with you. But that is a powerful play, and Heracross enters the field safely against Blissey. A crucial full para, making up for some of the luck from last game. Are we going to see a big Mega Horn? That's a massive Mega Horn. Against an extremely bulky Jirachi, but you do outspeed, crucially. You can go for it again if you like. Not that daring. And it's a Thunder Miss. Interesting, is this like a Calm Mind Wish Jirachi with Thunder? I do like that set. The inaccuracy of Thunder is made up for by the 60% para chance from Serene Grace. It's a bit of a trade-off. I quite like the ability to para switch-ins like Metagross and Tyranitar on Jirachi. Just going to do this loop again, alright. Take your time. And a large Ice Beam against Celebi, but you can safely recover, of course. But I wonder if WraxiusGaming is going to take advantage of this with a switch to Salamence or something. No, just going to stay with Blissey again. Probably a Leech Seed comes down. There it is. Going to heal back a lot from that Leech Seed. Leech Seed really destroys Blissey, healing 20%. That's just enormous, because it's percentage based. Blissey has like 700 base health. So you heal 20%. You heal whatever percent Leech Seed is. I forget, forgive me. I'm a gamer. Big Meteor Mash. Not that large, actually. Doing a measly 18 to what looks like a bold Calm Mind Jirachi. But Jirachi foolishly Calm Minding. I don't know if I like that in the face of a Metagross. And Jirachi goes down. I don't know if that's a smart use of Jirachi, but WraxiusGaming is kind of struggling against this Metagross, to be quite honest with you. Oh. HP Grass in the face of Metagross was a bold move. I like it. Maybe trying to hit a Starmie coming in. That was probably the intent. Hitting the Starmie coming in. Then goes for the Brick Break on the Tar. Starmie smartly pivoting in on that turn. And look how much damage HP Grass actually does. But Goldmoist is crucially T-Waved this Elements. Excuse me, my music playlist has ended. We got tennis results Wii Sports for the hype moment happening on screen here. Goldmoist is looking well positioned. WraxiusGaming has lost the crucial Carmine Jirachi win condition, and the Salaman's Progress Maker is paralyzed. WraxiusGaming's momentum has been brought to a screeching halt, and that burn is kind of nice, to be honest. You are going to make up for it with this Leech Seed healing a bit, but Celebi is now a little bit more scared than it used to be, and a crit Dragon Claw certainly helps. Are we going to randomly... Oh, goes for the HP Grass that time, trying to catch the Starmie again. But Celebi has now recovered a decent amount of health. Probably wants to switch out now. No, recover even more. And honestly, you can even Leech Seed here. Make up for the burn with that massive 20% healing. And you do. And you're chipping down the Medi as well. Now, Medi could still be a massive issue for you. Is Raxius going to go for a big Focus Punch? No, just a Shadow Ball. The straightforward move, trying to hit the Celebi in front. In comes Tyranitar. But Metagross well positioned. Goes Jolteon. Oh no. I wonder what the logic behind the Jolteon switch was. Try to resist a Meteor Mash and T-Wave the guy. That could have been it. Metagross can now explode on this if it wants, or just... Oh, Attack Raise is disastrous. Goldmoist pretty bad against Metagross. Leech Seed's going to help though. Can you go Metagross on the... So his defensive Starmie is going to help, yeah. Another Attack Raise. Oh god. I think Earthquake KOs now. Uh-huh. That sucks. That stinks. You're gonna try to maneuver around this somehow. Well, WraxiusGaming all of a sudden is in a commanding leading position. Oh, a crucial Meteor Mass Mish. Meteor Mass Mish. Fellas, I'm an English native speaker. 94%! That's cheating. Metagross is so stupid sometimes. I gotta say, folks, Oh, never mind, we're back in the game. No, we're not even! Salt in the wound, the Mega Haunt miss. We're not even back in the mix. Mash is gonna firmly KO. This is, WraxiusGaming in the chat says, I'm so sorry. I stole both these games. And then Goldmoist in the chat said, at least it will make for a good YouTube video. Isn't that the truth? And the explosion to end it. Goldmoist being a good sport about this. That was extremely unfortunate. What I was going to say earlier was, as much as I love Gen 3, I think my least favorite thing about this metagame is Metagross Meteor Mash Attack Raise. Sometimes Metagross just gets an Attack Raise and it can defy reality. Something that's supposed to beat Metagross, like Skarmory, Swampert, Defensive Starmie, all of a sudden starts losing to the Pokemon they're supposed to beat. It's kind of stupid. But it happens sometimes, I suppose. There's things you can do to make yourself more solid versus Metagross. Goldmoist's team was admittedly a bit weak to Metagross. And thank you all for the recent donations. We got Venti with $22.87, who says, "This tournament is insane. I've loved watching all the amazing matches every day and think the team building creativity on display has been incredible. Thanks for revitalizing this fantastic meta. Here's to $3,333.33 for Gen 3. Thank you, Venti." Schwilliam with $10 says, "Thanks for all the entertainment for the past few weeks. Was never really a fan of ADV, but I can't get enough. Love the content. Here's to 100k in no time." Thank you, Schwilliam. Glad to be bringing Gen 3 to a new audience, showing people how fun it can be. Gold Mason with an additional $100. As you can see on screen, already the top donor. Very generous. One of the head tournament organizers. "I lost my match, so what better way to cheer myself up than getting us closer to breaking the CI record. Thanks everyone for an awesome tour so far." Thank you, Gold Mason, for all your hard work. If you guys don't know, we're dangerously close to the former highest prize pool ever for a Gen 3 tournament, which was held by Callus Invitational 7. ADV Andy with an additional $10 says, for the revival, PS noobs on ladder, stop forcing Butterfree. That's true, I guess. Since my Butterfree video, there might have been an influx in Butterfree usage, and I apologize for that. And finally, Thomas XL with $20. When I was a child playing Sapphire or Emerald, I would often fly to Verdanturf Town just to listen to the beautiful, soothing theme. Now that theme has been forever ruined by a trap beat and the rhymes of Viper. Thank you. You're welcome, Thomas. I would say I've enhanced the song, if anything, by introducing Viper Rapper. Thank you, everybody. Keep watching the tournament and stuff. Goodbye. This is epic.